check out these spicy patch notes.
Plunderstorm. Oh my God, there are literally, Jesus Christ, Blizzard. You couldn't just do one video. You needed to do 3 of them. All right, let's
this is starting to look like a Extra Life page.
let's oh wow. All right, let's okay, here we go. So Plunderstorm is actually you guys can watch it here. It is a BR for World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah. So I you go through Athari Basin or Athari Highlands. I don't know if is this a completely separate mode from WoW though? I think, or is it in? You have to log in.
I was under the impression it's an in-game
I'm pretty
event.
sure it's in WoW.
Right.
It's
So,
a game.
okay,
Like
so it's
an in-game queue, like
yeah. So
and it's
Dungeon Finder.
it's a Wrathy, sir, not
what did I say? Athari?
whatever you said,
Athari.
Athari or something.
Yeah, Arathi. Okay. All y'all can suck my Arathi dick. How about that one? So, in any case,
but yeah,
Arathi,
Plunderstorm. It's a new limited time pirate themed event. Basically inside the game. From what I can tell, I personally haven't played it. It's
Are you going
to? You go to? No, I'm not at all. I have no intention of playing this at all, whatsoever. 100% no. I'm good.
Sin? You?
What? I actually
I'm gonna play.
I unsubscribed to WoW.
Oh, wow.
So-
The addiction has been broken. Blizzard, you don't hold him anymore.
From what I understand, you go across the map, you find abilities, you find upgrades, you find loot, and it's essentially just any other BR that's released in the past 10, 15 years.
Oh, those
And
animations
WoW,
are funny.
and WoW was like, hey, let's try our hand at a BR. That sounds like fun. That'll be great because everybody wants that.
Yeah, I don't know who I don't know,
this
man.
is this the first MMO we've seen try a BR though? I can't think of it. I don't think there.
I can't think of any other ones, but
Yeah. I
no,
think
no,
this
it's not.
is-
No, it's not. Black
No.
Desert did it. Black Desert did it.
I feel,
They-
yeah, I
they
feel
are
like
an
there's,
MMO.
But to
I
be
feel like they're a bit-
fair, Black Desert
that's-
wasn't an MMO at first because they didn't have dungeons, right?
right.
According to Sam, yeah.
Yeah. But they
I
are an
feel
MMO
like
now.
I feel like there has been other ones that have done this, but
I can't think of
I
Final
just
Fantasy.
don't-
Black Desert is
No,
the
they
only
did a
one that I
MOBA.
can think
Never
of
mind, sorry.
that's done a MOBA, but it was its own separate MOBA. It
BR.
wasn't like a built-in BBR. I'm sorry. It wasn't its own it was its own separate BR. It wasn't like an in-game event that was
Oh, really?
ported into the actual game. So
I just don't
I can't personally think of
know.
anything any other game that's done that. I mean, we've seen games like Fallout 76 that did it, where they ported
Right.
in a BR.
Or
obviously.
Realm Royale. What's that game? Paladins, right? They did it. That's a hero
no,
shooter
yeah,
that did it.
Yeah, they did it.
But
They do a BR. Okay,
M-
yeah.
yes, but MMOs, I don't think so.
It's just such a weird.
It's weird.
I
It
don't
could
know,
be
man.
fun,
This is-
though.
this is
You-
like
you
a-
never
I'm-
know.
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
sure.
I've heard Dragonflight's really
I
good. And it's
guess.
actually like a pretty decent expansion.
okay,
so.
hold on. Dragonflight was good, and then it went downhill very quickly. Like it is not. It is still.
Yeah, I know.
like-
I know plenty of people that are still having fun with Dragonflight.
yeah, I
By
know
the
a
way,
lot of people.
just to-
I know a lot of people that still like
This
to
is
do crack,
retail,
but that
right?
doesn't mean that it's a good. No, I'm just kidding.
This is a retail game mode.
This is retail.
No, you
yes.
can play.
Okay,
you can play it.
okay.
You can play it in classic. It's any sub at
It's
all.
in classic.
Wait,
It's any sub at all. So you can drop in solo or with a friend. I mean, you're reading it right here, but you can. It's either
Earn
it's
rewards in Dragonflight and Classic.
and it says
Okay.
plunge into the challenge battle to earn excellent rewards for Modern Warfare. I think I think you have to have a sub, and then it's a separate mode. I don't think you have to log into the game to actually get into.
That's what I was confused about. Maybe
Plunderstorm.
not.
Like I think it's its
Yeah.
own. It's its own thing. I don't know.
on
if I-
launch.
let me
thing.
see. Let me launch up the BattleNet launcher and see.
And resub
sure.
real fast. You wanna
The
resub and play
I-
it for us real fast?
I don't know, man. I'm seeing a lot of people that are like, honestly, like it's fun. It's definitely more fun with group and like friends. Which I mean, anything's gonna be more fun with friends. We've talked about that before. Fallout 76 was more enjoyable with friends. according to some people. But I do agree. Why a battle royale? Why a battle royale right now? Like this just feels like a death rattle to me. They're just throwing shit at the board and hoping that it sticks at this point.
Damn, a death rattle. You throwing out the?
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I know that WoW has been doing really well ever since whatever the fucking last Dragonflight, whatever the fuck the last one was called.
Yeah.
That tells you how much I
Got
don't
it.
give a shit. I have stopped paying attention to WoW ever since BFA. So have fun with that. It just I don't know, dude. To me, it's like, who asked for this?
Somebody
was
did
this-
somewhere,
was
maybe.
this-
I don't know.
Was this something
know.
that like the entire WoW community was like? They were like,
No.
"Hey, what do you guys want?" WoW community, and WoW
I'm
community
sure it
was
was
like,
in a
"BR!
survey
Make a
somewhere.
BR!"
I am
Yeah,
literally
dude.
okay. Here we go.
I mean, who asked for like
Alright.
a lot of BRs? They're
True.
just kind of those games now that just pop up and are there. So
I do feel like a BR for a temporary game mode is better than them trying to like market a BR like as a solo game type
is this
thing.
temporary? Is this not like a permanent thing?
No, this is not a
It's
permanent.
it's a limited time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's part of it.
I think for a temporary event, it's fine. And I mean, don't knock it till you try it. I guess I don't personally
Could-
like
could
BRs,
be
but
a-
I'm sure they
don't
had
intend to
some
try
sort of
it, and I
survey
will
data
knock
out
it.
there that
I bet you it
Could
won't.
just-
I bet you it won't stay as a limited. I guarantee you, if it's somewhat popular, it will get it. It will be
Yeah.
a permanent thing.
I was gonna say they could just be using this as a test and saying it's just a temporary game mode.
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't know. This to me is just like a really poor.
It's just weird, man. It's weird.
decision,
I've
man.
watched
Like,
it
I don't-
play too.
I
and it's
don't see
weird.
this. I don't see this bringing people back as subscribers, at least not long term.
No.
what if they're doing the Rainbow Six Siege thing where they you know how Siege kind of had that that extraction
extraction.
game mode before extraction actually came out? Maybe they're
I don't
testing the
think-
waters for a BR, a WoW BR like solo game, and this is the test bed.
Yeah, I don't see.
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
if they are, I think it's a poor waste of resources.
They're just-
We're
yeah,
seeing
they're-
some people in chat that are stating the same thing, that like it's a waste of resources, and I do agree with that. Like if this is the way that they want to go, a lot of people were bitching and complaining about like the state of WoW, or were at least before Dragonflight. Like put your efforts and put your focus into making the next expansion as good, if not better than Dragonflight.
I also think if they
And you'll get your
did do something
subscriptions
like
back.
that, they're going like people are going to play this, and if they were going to try and split it off into its own thing, I think people would just still rather play it inside WoW rather than have to go and play it, externally with a new game, pretty much.
Yep.
Well, and that's the other thing, is like you have to pay $15 a month to play this.
Yeah.
So like
I mean, if you've
You-
already got a
you-
WoW subscription and you're
Yeah,
playing the
but
game
the-
anyway, this
the
is
whole-
a nice
the
little
whole
bonus. I don't
point-
see it as any more than just like a bonus.
But the
game
whole point
mode.
would be, I mean, obviously I don't know what their whole point of making it is, but in my eyes, the point of making it would be to entice people back to their original game, which is World of Warcraft, right? You're trying to entice people back. This isn't going to entice me back to World of Warcraft to spend $15 a month for multiple months.
I just don't know why they didn't go like if they're gonna do this, do that throughout like a Warcraft Rumble, like where
Yeah.
I
Well,
still
they-
play
and
Warcraft Rumble on my
they
phone.
have
and-
multiple they have multiple instances of games that aren't tied behind a World of Warcraft subscription. If they wanted to do this, they should have released it as a free to play separate instance.
I also just
right?
feel like they're so behind the times with this. Like BRs are
They are
on their way out.
BRs are done, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's such a weird, and that's
Now
what I'm
it's
trying to
extraction
state.
shooters.
That's
Yeah.
what
Why
I was
didn't they
trying to
do an
state earlier.
extraction
It's
shooter?
like,
That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get WoW
Yeah.
escape
that
from
it'll be built off
Arathi.
of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Athari.
state earlier. It's like it just feels like such a weird move
It
at
is.
this point in time.
Yep.
Like it really does feel like an out of touch move. Like they're still sitting in
they're just digging-
2015.
They're just pulling shit out of their reserve. Their
Yeah,
reserve
they
bag of
are.
ideas,
They're still mentally in 2015 when
Yeah.
BRs were still a thing, right?
So-
they put this in the bag like in 2015. They just kind of scrambled it around and pulled it out. Like, I guess why not?
Here, I want to clear up something too that chat's saying. We're not saying that WoW is inherently bad, or we're not saying that WoW. What we're saying is that this game mode doesn't make
Yeah.
sense in the grand
If-
scheme of what WoW is trying to do, or if like I get like you're making a fan service kind of thing, like, hey, like we're gonna do this event and whatever else, but you like
Well,
like your expansion right now is in a lull, right? Because you're coming to the end of your expansion, you're about to launch into your new expansion. Like, so in this time frame, you are wanting to make sure you keep as many people active. And I think what we are trying to say is, like, instead of putting resources into this event of whatever this BR thing is, why not put it into things that are way more, compelling and bigger and more enjoyable. Assad's not in the great spot, in the greatest spot that it is right now. Like, that needs help drastically.
Also, just to address really quickly, like one person saying, I'm not sure the BR is meant to pull people in. It's just an event for players to enjoy. Then the only thing that I have to say against that is, like, it's a limited time event blocked behind a subscription. FOMO is going to hit you. People are going to want to be there to play it. Like, they are using it as a way of getting subscriptions back. That is factual.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we're not saying that you should feel bad that you're playing it or anything like that. Like,
100%.
enjoy the mode.
If you're enjoying WoW and you like this, have fun at it.
Thanks all for tuning in to the Patch Notes. And if you enjoyed and want to see more, you can catch us live every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, or catch us after the fact at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast. See you next time.